Ever since the Tamagotchi Paradise was released, I've had an idea in mind for a stand I want to create. My idea is to create a stand that accommodates the shell covers, so when the devices are connected and communicating, you can easily set them on a table without worrying about them falling over. Today is going to be the day that I finally create this stand. I've been wanting to do this for such a long time, so I am super excited, but truthfully, I'm a little nervous. In my last video, I shared that I've been kind of going through a rough time, and with that rough time, I've kind of lost my drive to create and solve problems, but I am so back. So I am so ready to give this a go, but I'm just a little bit intimidated about starting a project and seeing it through all the way to the end. So we are going to take the path of least resistance with this project. We are going to start by taking classic pen and paper to sketch out the design as well as some measurements. Then we will take those sketches and put them into my computer to create some 2D shapes. And lastly, we are going to use Tinkercad to turn those 2D shapes into 3D shapes. It doesn't get much more simple than that, but as we go, if you have any ideas of how I can improve this project, please let me know in the comments below, because I have a feeling this is only going to be version 1 and I will be creating some other version later in the future. I already have a few ideas of how I can improve the aesthetics of the design, as well as I can improve on the amount of filament and material that it uses, but I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, so let's find a pen and some paper and get sketching. The most challenging aspect of this project is going to be the measurements, making sure that the measurements are accurate so the device nests well within the stand. However, due to the nature of what we are creating, I think that this is going to be pretty forgiving. The measurements don't have to be perfectly spot on, especially because it's not like we're using the stand to carry the Tamagotchi around. It's not like we're going to be throwing anything around or relying on the measurements to fit snugly. So we just need to make sure that the proportions are correct, specifically for where the shell cover will be resting. We have to make sure that there's enough space to accommodate the shell cover as well as support the rest of the device. Another thing that I've done in the past, and I definitely will be doing for this design as well, is I've taken the product photos of the device and used the measurements to have a pretty accurate representation of what I'm working with in my computer. And I think that'll be really easy to do for the Paradise as well. So here we have just our real rough shape. If we can get some markings in here for where the cover actually starts to hinge. And see, this is exactly why we need a stand like this, because I don't want to set my devices down and have them rest on the shell covers like that. We're just going to quickly take them back apart. I always have like a piece of fabric to wrap around my shell to try to keep it a little bit safer than maybe it otherwise would be. But the truth is, this kind of makes it slippery, so who knows if it's actually really any safer. Definitely don't want the metal hitting the screen. This device in particular, the screen is already pretty scratched up. I also don't want to press into any of the buttons. We're looking at about 32 millimeters, and my camera is telling me that it is about to run out of battery. So I'm going to grab a couple of these other measurements that we need. I'll get the battery, charge it back up, and then we can continue moving forward. I did not record a voiceover while I was sitting at my computer doing this work, and in hindsight, I am so glad that I did not try to talk and design at the same time, because I actually ended up pretty frustrated with this part of the process. I had to relearn a lot more than I expected. So I started working on the design, and as I went, I would forget steps, the model would look sloppy, I would have to redo things, and it was quite a challenge. But now that I'm talking about it, I'm realizing that I really should be looking at this as a positive experience. Even though things were a little sloppy at first, I knew how to problem solve, I knew how to get through it, and I am really happy with the model that I ended up with. Sure, it is super simple, it's ultra basic, but it's something that I made myself, so I'm very proud of it, as cheesy as that sounds. And ultimately, it did feel really good to be back on my computer and creating, and this model really was a great place for me to start doing that again. I think things have turned a corner, but 3D printing did not start off well. The first time that I took the file to the printer, I purposely only printed a small portion of the model, and I was really happy with how this turned out. I was just trying to gauge the size, I was happy with the quality, so I set the file to print overnight. And when I woke up to this stringy, nasty mess. You can see that the first little bit of the model printed well, then we got into the mess, and the full file didn't even print. So from here, I knew I had some kind of problem with the hot end that I needed to fix, and it took a bit more perseverance than I planned on it to get things up and running. I ended up changing the nozzle out 3 different times. I was just struggling the entire way, and thinking way back to the beginning of this video, I already had some fears about seeing this project from start to finish, and this hiccup definitely added an extra challenge to that. But I can happily say that things are going a lot better now. This model here in my right hand, you can still see that it's like a stringy hot mess. But this model, the most recent one that I printed, I am very happy with the quality, and I'm happy with the design itself. We have a couple things to work on, but let me get my Tamagotchi in place here, and you can see it does exactly what it's supposed to do. It cradles the Tamagotchi, it keeps them mostly flat, so you could easily have this sitting on a table without worrying about them tipping over. I think as it currently is, this model would work great for exactly what I want it for keeping my Tamagotchi stable while I take videos, while I connect and play with them, but I do think there are a couple improvements that I want to make on this before I call it quits. The first one is it is just simply not deep enough. When you rest the Tamagotchi on the stand, the cover cannot properly rest all the way down, so it kind of pushes the devices up a little bit. This, unfortunately, is not a surprise because when I was making the design, I felt like I was making it too deep. So I made it shallower compared to the measurements that I took. And in hindsight, that was kind of ridiculous to do because I felt confident in my measurements. I measured twice, and if I would have gone with the numbers that I actually had written down, I think this would be the perfect depth, I think this would be the perfect depth for these devices. So that's one change that I want to make, and that should be a super easy fix. The second change that I have in mind is I want to add a little bit more of essentially a bezel around the edge of the stand. I like how it looks, I like how simplistic it is, but I think it has the potential to look a little bit better with a thicker shell or a thicker border going around the entire piece. And both of those should be very easy fixes. So it's back to the computer to adjust the file, then back to the printer to hopefully create our final stand. Here is our final stand. I am happy with this in every way. The print quality, the design. I used a tricolor PLA to print this. If you look at a cross section of the filament, it has 3 different colors, purple, green, and blue. And that tricolor is what creates this shiny, almost like color shifting effect. And I thought that was just kind of perfect for the Paradise vibe. And I got the measurements right this time around, so the Tamagotchi devices fit exactly how I want them to. When our Tamagotchi devices are connected together, they rest perfectly in the stand, and because I got the depth correct this time, they don't rock around. I also added a little bit of a bezel, and I'm very happy with how this looks. If I were to make any more improvements on this, which I don't plan to for the time being, I think I could improve on the amount of material that is used on the support sides for the devices. Right now, I made them solid. I used a 20% infill when I printed this, so it's not technically solid, but they're designed to be solid, and that is quite wasteful. You could definitely design this to use less material on those sides, but for now, I'm very happy with this, and I just want to use it and enjoy it. At this point, it's been quite a long time since I last ran a Paradise device. However, seeing these two devices connected and on the stand, seeing my vision come to life, this is making me want to put batteries in these devices and give them a go. I think the Paradise is such a cool device, and it was such a fun time when it was first released. I just personally wasn't really in the best headspace to dive in and enjoy it. But I think now is my time to do that, so I'm excited to kind of get back into it, and maybe this will be the first virtual pet that I run in 2026. But I know many of you have been running the Paradise all along, so I'm curious as to what you think of this stand. Is this something that you could use? Do you think this would be useful, or do you kind of see it as pointless? I do plan on sharing this file. I have no reason to keep it to myself, but I haven't quite decided where I'm going to share it, and I also don't really know how many people will be interested. So if you have any thoughts on that, please share that in the comments below as well. Thank you so much for joining me for today's virtual pet video. I had so much fun making this stand. I'm really glad that I chose this as my first project back into the makerspace, and I'm very proud of myself for seeing it all the way through from start to finish. If you haven't already, I hope you consider subscribing to my channel. I have a large collection of virtual pet videos already on my channel, but I do have some more in the works that I think you'll enjoy, so I hope you stick around for those as well. Thanks again for joining me today, and I will see you in my next video.